Here, and I've got a quick video for you guys. Today I'm going to go through the best way to track following up with leads when it comes to following up with leads when you're doing it manually. Now, this is going to be perfect for the martial arts schools out there who are trying to follow up with leads manually themselves. They don't have any like follow-up system in place or anything like that, but you're still trying to run Facebook ads and you're still trying to follow up with leads as diligently as possible to actually get results. Now, we know, don't we, from all the other videos that you've watched of mine, that when you follow up with leads, you need to be following up with them diligently. A lot of the time people think they've got bad quality leads, but the truth is they're just not putting enough effort in when it comes to following up with those leads. So I'm going to help you be able to track that. I had someone recently say to me, yeah, it's all well and good, like you tell us that we need to follow up with leads consistently, but that lead that came through, I don't know how many times I've messaged him, I got this lead over here, I got this lead over here. This is going to add some structure to what it is that you're doing. So yes, you're going to be doing it manually. You're going to be following up with these leads manually, but you're still going to have structure and it's still going to help you out. So I'm going to dive into this. This is probably going to really help you guys who are doing everything manually. So let's go through to the spreadsheet. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. I'm going to give you full access to this. As you can see, we've got the names here of the leads that have come through, their phone numbers, their email address over here. And before I show you how to use this spreadsheet best to serve you, I'm going to go through why it's built like this. So let's go over to this. As you can see right here, this is our follow-up system. Now, in another video, I actually had writing on this system here, and the sort of messages that you should send to leads when they come through. But just for the sake of this, because this video is not about that, I've just literally wrote text and I've made it a lot more simpler. So when a lead comes through, within 5 minutes, we kind of want to contact them. Then 24 hours after our first point of contact, we want to contact them again through text them again 24 hours after that. After that, 24 hours again, 48 hours time, send them a simple text message. And then about 48 to 72 hours after that text message, we want to send this one. And we get quite a lot of replies from this text message, to be fair. And then alongside that, you also want to phone them 2 or 3 times. The more touch points that you've got, the better chance we have of them actually replying. Now, a lot of martial arts schools, they don't get people like turning up at the door, but that's not even the problem. The problem is they can't even get into conversations with people. And the reason why they can't get into conversations with people is because they're not putting enough effort into following up with their leads. Now, we know ourselves that on average, it takes about 7 touch points to get a reply from someone. So if it takes 7 touch points on average and you're only contacting leads once or twice and then giving up, or 2 to 3 times and then giving up, then don't complain about the quality of the leads. You're just not putting enough effort into following up with your leads. Obviously, when you've got the money to automate this stuff, you can come to us and we're going to be able to make your life easier. But at the moment, you're doing this stuff manually. So yeah, you just need to be putting the work in now. If you put the work in now, build your school up to a level where you can invest in like follow-up systems and things like that, it's going to be worth it, I promise you. Now, as far as how we do this, we obviously, if you look at this spreadsheet here, you can see the names of the leads appear here, the phone numbers of the leads appear here, and the email addresses appear here. Now, what you would want to do is you'd want to send a text message to every single one of the leads that have came through today, then also give them a call. Now, if they don't answer, then all you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to literally just click no answer, no answer, no answer. Then the next day, you want to go ahead again and you want to do another text for each one. But then maybe another lead has appeared here. Let's call him Harry. So let's imagine another lead has appeared here and his name is Harry. So then we also want to call him once, text him once and call him once. Now let's imagine he said he's not interested. So what we can go ahead and do is we can highlight this, we can turn it red, and he's a different color to these ones, so we know that we need to keep going on with these ones. Now, let's imagine another person appears called Jake, another lead. I'm going to go into how we're going to actually make this a reality as well. Let's imagine another lead has appeared called Jake. We want to come back to this the next day, and we want to send a text message to Jake, and we also want to try and call Jake, but also we don't want to forget about these. Sorry, we'd already called these. We don't want to forget about these ones, so we also want to send another text message to these guys. Now, let's imagine we've now had a reply from one of these, and what they've said is they've told us that they want to get booked in. So we say, awesome, we get them booked in. Let's imagine for tomorrow, 15th of September. And we can turn, and then this guy also got booked in, let's imagine, for the 15th of September as well. Then we can go ahead and we can turn John Green because he's booked in. We can turn Jacob Green because he's booked in. And then we wait until the next day, and then we can quite clearly see that Don, Harriet, and Jake are leads that still need to be attended to. And then let's imagine we're still having a few leads appear here and appear here and appear here. It's easy for us to see the difference between the leads that aren't booked in and the leads that are booked in. So that's why we color coordinate it. Now, this system is going to make it much easier for you to see how much effort you are putting in when it comes to contacting your leads. A lot of people, as I said, a lot of martial arts school owners say that the quality of the leads are not good enough, but the idea of contacting leads, 6, 7, 8 times feels mental to them. Well, that's why the lead quality feels like it isn't good enough. You're not putting enough effort into contacting these leads. Now, every single person who becomes a lead for your martial arts school is interested in doing martial arts classes. If you call them once and or text them once or whatever it is that you do and then give up with them, they are still interested in martial arts. And what they'll do is they'll probably go on Google and they'll look for martial arts in their area. Your competitor will come up and they'll just go to their classes instead. Like, these people are on the sheet for a reason. These people have become leads for a reason. There's something they think your martial arts school can help them with. So until you get through to them, you don't know whether or not you can solve the problem that they are having. So you need to be putting effort in. So that's why this spreadsheet's so good. We can track how many times we've contacted each person, and we can also keep tabs on it, and we can literally just use this religiously. Now, if you're getting to the end of here and you're contacting people, 8 times, you're doing all the calls, you're doing all the text messages, and people literally are not booking in, then you can turn around and say that the quality of the leads are not good enough. But until you're doing that, you can't really do that, to be fair, because you're not putting the effort in yet. Right, and then if we go over to this system, I want to show you how we actually get people over to this spreadsheet. So this would have to be a video on itself. So if you want a video going through Zapier and how we actually set these automations up, comment below and let me know, and I'm sure I can build that out for you. But we use something called Zapier. A lot of people have heard of Zapier. It's an automation tool. And what we do is we set it up with the Facebook lead. Well, we don't do this anymore. This is what we used to do when we first started. We use this spreadsheet. We set it up with the Facebook lead form. Then what we do is we set it so that lead form goes through to a spreadsheet row, and the spreadsheet row populates under the lead name, the phone number, and the email address. Now, if you're wondering why the email's over here and it's not further over, it's because we don't really contact through email. Emails have such a low open rate, I just don't really see the point. I think most of our contacts are through text and call because that's what you've got the best chance of people answering. And then after that, we set it up as well so it sends an email to us or to the client. This is what we used to do. Send it to the client to let them know that a lead has come through. So that's what you'd want to set up for yourself. And you can also do one called SMS by Zapier. So every single time a lead comes through, you can set it so it will send you a text message to let you know that you have a new lead. So that's what we do. When a lead comes through, they'll go straight through to this spreadsheet. This is the kind of system you want to have if you're doing it all manually. Have it set up so when a lead comes through, they go straight through to the spreadsheet. You get a text or an email to let you know that a lead has come through. You open up the spreadsheet, you do your first text and your first call. You do all the texts and all the calls along here if there's other leads that you need to contact as well. And then you want to just keep doing that and keep doing that until you get as many booked in as possible or as many people not interested as possible. Harry was not supposed to be highlighted, by the way. I did that by mistake. It was Harriet who's not interested, so I'm going to turn that red. But as I said, you want to color coordinate it so the ones that aren't interested and the ones that are booked in are a different color to the ones that are still open leads because we want to keep milking these leads. Then if you get to the point where you literally have contacted them that many times, if you want to call it a day then, that's absolutely fine. You can just pop them on no answer and you can just turn them red and then move on to the rest of the open leads. This is incredibly important. Now, I'm going to put a copy of this spreadsheet in the description below, and you can have it. Now, when you go through to the spreadsheet, you're not going to be able to edit this one because this one belongs to us. But if you click File in the top corner and then click Make a Copy, you'll be able to make your own copy of the spreadsheet. So I hope this helps you guys out. Zapier is fairly easy to use. If you go on Zapier, you should be able to sort it out yourself. But if you do want a tutorial of how to use Zapier as well, comment below and I'll create that for you. But that's it. That is literally it. If you want to contact leads manually and you want to track it as well and actually figure out how many people are getting booked in and things like that, And then this is a pretty decent, pretty basic, but it works well spreadsheet that you can use to do that. So connect this with Zapier and your Facebook lead form, and you'll be rocking and rolling. But that's everything from me. If you don't know who I am, I don't know if I introduced myself at the start, but my name's Donovan. I'm the CEO of Dro Digital. We help martial arts schools add a load of members to their school, both completely for free through videos like this where we help people. I had someone message me the other day that he spent £20 on Facebook ads using videos like this, and he's had 24 bookings. So that's pretty cool. We help people for free. And then we also have paid services as well. But if you want to know a bit more about that, you can just click the link in the description. But overall, I just want to say thank you for taking, the last 10 minutes of your time watching this video. And I hope it has helped you understand a little bit more about the importance of following up with your leads. And if you want to go ahead and take this spreadsheet completely for free, that's in the description as well. But I hope you have an awesome day, and I do really appreciate you taking the time. I'm sorry I had my hat on. It's because my hair is an absolute mess. Have a good day.